Howdy, IB. It's Miss Kosh. I wanted to, there was a question on these 8 and 9. So I have already made a video for number 7, and this is all in the same lovely file. So if I had pulled in number 8 and 9, I might have done it all at the same time. But go back and find that video if you're interested in it. So when I approach 8 and 9, I think they're basically the same problem. 8 and 9 are. The fact that they come after number 7 tells me that I can use number 7. So one option is to just say, okay, the perpendicular bisector of AB this would be x1, this would be y1, this would be x2, this would be y2, and then I can use this formula from before. So we proved that, and then we can use it. Now, to be honest with you, well, I don't know what IB is going to ask on their IB exam because we've never seen one for the new curriculum. But this is not in the formula booklet, I don't think, and I am not likely to memorize that. So probably I could either plug in everything that, plug in stuff that I know and then be done, or I can go through and do it by hand. Okay, so if this was on the IB exam, I would not have that equation memorized. I would have to do this by hand. To be honest with you, I would be surprised if they put this on the IB exam. But, this is good practice with linear stuff. I just don't think they're going to. I could be wrong. I just don't see them emphasizing that. So if I want to find the perpendicular bisector of, let's say, so here's point A, here's point B. A is the point 1, 2. B is the point 4, 5. I don't really care if I do this to scale, but what I do need to find is I need to find its gradient, which is 5 minus 2 is 3, 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, it's got a gradient of 1. Therefore, the perpendicular line is going to have a gradient of -1, and then I need to figure out the midpoint. So I take the average of the x, which is 4 plus 1 is 5, or 1 plus 4 is 5, divided by, so 5 halves, and then 2 plus 5 is 7, so 7 halves. Okay, and so then to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, I can say the slope formula, which would be this, so it's -1 is equal to -1 over 1 is equal to y minus the y value is 7 halves over x minus the x value is 5 halves. So, you know what, actually I'm going to put this negative, I'm going to put it in standard form because I don't know why. And so then I made the bottom negative so that my y is negative and not my x. So this becomes x minus 5 halves is equal to -y plus 7 halves. So what I like to do for standard form is say x plus y is equal to, now add that, 5 plus 7 is 12 over 2 is 6, and we're done. I'm not going to work the rest of them, but hopefully that gives you a hint of what was happening. This was actually, I think, once I drew the picture, this math was a little bit easier for me than plugging stuff in here. I think that would have been a beating, especially because I have well, maybe not. I don't know. Try it. See what you think. Either way, the only reason I didn't do that is because I don't have that memorized. So, who knows? Well, actually, here's what I think. Now that I think about it a little bit more and I've worked through the problem, I could see IB putting this whole thing, or asking you to prove this and then say, hence, find that, or something like that. I could see them doing that, where they want to see the proof and then a little bit of a follow-up. But who knows? It's all a mystery, but I think that's a good, I would make this worth, 6 marks and this worth 2, personally. But we'll see what IB chooses to do. So good luck. Hopefully that was helpful.